Good day, people. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We will be doing the weekly analysis on forex, CFDs, the indexes mostly, and the cryptocurrencies, right? For example, Bitcoin. Okay, so without wasting time, let's look at the forex factory first before we jump into the indexes, right? So on this forex factory, by the way, and on Monday we have CPI on a CHF, right? And also we have read for the news. If you trade the funded accounts, you need to be careful about these ones. But I wouldn't really, care about this because this doesn't really move the market. Although it can have an impact, but not really move the market. Anyways, on Tuesday it's okay. Wednesday, yeah, Wednesday on New Zealand dollar, you need to be careful about that. If you trade the New Zealand dollar, for me I do, whether I trade all the majors from the DXY and the JPY only. And on Thursday there's nothing. On Friday, yeah, Canadian dollar. You need to be careful about these ones. Especially the employment change in the unemployment rate. You need to be careful about these. And also in non-farm employment change, also on the US dollar. So the days you need to be more careful is Wednesday and Friday, just like last week, right? So this is the DXY. So on the monthly time frame, as you can see, let's have a look on the wider lens, right? So prices ranging, right? I usually use these EMAs for direction, but this only works for me. This only works when the price is trending like this, in this, right? In this. If it is ranging like this movement, you see, this movement, then there is an issue. I don't use them. I just use pure price section. But the way I like to use pure price section on most of the time. I don't even use these on my chart. That is the pairs I trade. So what's happening with the dollar, right? So as we can see, price was here. Price came from here, and then it reached here, right? On this support zone. And then it went up. Before it went up, there was this movement which broke this, we can just say that resistant, broke, it tested it, and it went up, trying to break this resistance zone, and it failed. Right, it went down to the support, right, and then after taking this decision, right, and then it went also you know what? Let me. Okay, so what was I saying? I was saying that price went from year to year, right? Yeah, I know it made some movement, some lower highs and lower lows, but eventually it went to this support, trying to break this from the previous. It had been in support from the previous time, right? And then it failed. Then it went up, right? Before it went up, there was this area. You can just say it's a resistant area, right? It broke, retested it, and went up, right? Trying to break this, but it failed. After failing, it went down to this resistance zone. It made this move, right? But it failed to break. Then it went up, breaking this resistance that was the previous areas of value, right? And then it went up, trying to break this, then it went down, making this a support. Broke it, tried to break again, failed, went down, and after doing this, more like a double bottom, right? And then it went up after going up, right? Trying to break this resistance zone, and then it failed. But there was a creation of this I can just say a creation of this support, right? And then it retested it, right? And then bounced, retesting this resistance, and then failed to break this. After failing, it went down, right? After going down, broke this resistance, right? Breaking this you can just say resistance support, but it's in the middle of the range, right? For for a while, and then after that it retested it again. Can you say it's a retest because that's where price is, right? And then now I'm expecting price to fall on the DXY. Okay, so let's go on the weekly time frame. So why did I even consider this area? You can see the 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 movement that happened, the whole action, the price was just piercing through and then failing to break all those retests. So it just made it an area of value, right? For me, in on how I trade, it made an area of value. Then price made this thing like a double top, right? And then it went down. So this is the whole price section of last week. Price went down with this big bearish candle. So anyways, let's go to the daily time frame, right? So price is going down. Price is going down. The whole of next week, I'll be expecting price to go down, right? But price just don't go down like that, right? It makes movement like as you can see, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? And then it broke this right on this, and then it failed. Price is just falling now. So what am I even expecting next week? Next week I'm expecting price to reach this price to come to this area support, right? Break, retest it, and then it continue going down. That's gonna be my first thesis. 60% is here. Why? Because price has been going down. You can even see here, right? Price has been going down. So I'm expecting price to go further down to this support. So let's go to the daily. If price by I don't know what factors might come to play, but if price just reverses, right, I'm expecting price to break this support, retest it, and then it goes up. For we're gonna be going up for a long time, right? For a long time, both these this zone to consider. Yeah, I know you may say things like there's movement like these ones, there's zones like these ones, right? Where there's so many activities. Yeah, you can argue like that. But for me, I would like to look at things on a bigger picture, right? For example, I would consider this and I considering this on a long term, since I'm a swing trader also, right? Mostly. So this is gonna be my 60%. This gonna be my 60% price going down. Price going up is gonna be my 40%. So next week I'm expecting price to keep going down, right? Onto this support zone up to something like 97, between 97 to 95, right? And if price somehow retests these, right, and then keeps going up, right, I'm going to be expecting price to keep going up. That is if price breaks this resistance zone, right? And that's more that's all about That's all about DXY. I'm going to be expecting more bearish price action and more and less bullish price action, right? So I'm going to be expecting more sales next week. And yeah, just to be safe. Contingent plan, I'm going to also be considering a buy scenario, right? And on the pairs that are positive correlated to DXY, I'm going to be selling. On the pairs that are negatively correlated to the DXY like gold, I'm going to be buying them. Right? This is the JPYX, the yen index. So let's go to the monthly rate. So on the monthly price has been going up. Like the whole of last month, price has been going up. Right? This but overall trend is a downtrend. There's no argument about that. Price has been going down. These are sales. These are buys. The red candles are sales, and the blue candles are buys. For for the weekly, what am I even expecting next week? Price broke this resistance zone, right? And it's the volume is showing more bullish than bearish. So I'm going to be expecting more buys next week. Right? More buys because price already broke this resistance. Maybe it may retest and keep going up, or if it fails, let's look at the hour time frame. I'm going to be expecting price. So I'm going to be expecting price to break this support zone, right? And then retest it, and then it keeps going down. So on the things, if you traded the JPY, that means you're gonna be selling if price is down here. And if as long as price is in this range, you're going to be buying. And about 60% of my bias is on the buys, right, on the JPY. And then about 40% is on the sales, right? So I'm going to be more into buys than sales. Unless price, let me put in a list. Unless price breaks this support zone. Okay, so on Bitcoin. Still remember my last my the thesis or the outlook we did on last week, right? You can go and check if you think I'm lying. Price was here. Price we say that Bitcoin was going down. And it went down. For me, I didn't trade this. Why? Because I was at work. I am a software engineer by profession. So what can we say about this? It's just engulfed this candle, right, on this zone. So what can we say that's gonna happen next week? Um, still still the thesis is the same. If price breaks this, I'm going to be expecting more buys, right? More strength on the Bitcoin. And if price opens on Sunday and I see the DXY going up, then I'm going to be expecting further drop of this Bitcoin. And if I had taken a position last week, right, this was where I was going to take a position because I always expect first to retest, then I will enter a trade. But I was busy, so I'm going to be expecting a move like this, right? So break of this support, retest it, and then it goes to this zone, right? That's what I'm gonna be expecting. And if on the lower time frame, right? Let's say price opens on Monday and it is a gap going to the upside, right? So this gonna be my thesis on on the lower time frame. Right? So on the 15 time frame, I'm gonna be expecting price to break this resistance, retest it, and then I'll be aiming for this. That's only if price opens the gap, right? And if price breaks also on this, then I'm going to be expecting something like this. Let's delete this. So that's gonna be my thesis. And when we did the thesis, price was here, and then all this thing happened during the week. Anyways, this gonna be something that I'm gonna take. Let's say price keeps going on the DXY. If price keep going up, right, this is what I'm gonna take. But if just continues with the trend, the initial trend, this is what I'm going to be expecting. And then on gold, let's go on the monthly. Monthly price is on the bullish move, right? Monthly bullish. Unless if price drops to this, the bearish side, unless if price drops to this, but I don't think so. Anyways, let's go to the as you can see, this is the candle of last month. Let's go into the weekly and see why am I even like looking at this zone? As you can see, there's so many activities on this zone, right? Then on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, right? This what I'm going to be expecting, like. So since price is here, I'm going to be expecting more sales if price goes up. Like if price opens up on Sunday and is going up, then I'm going to be taking m- more sales. Right, that's gonna be my bias, more sales. And if price somehow keeps going down, right, and it break that resistance zone, this is what I'm going to be expecting. So I'm going to be expecting price to break through this resistance zone, retest it, and keeps going up. That's gonna be the thesis of next week. More buys if price continues going down. More buys up to where? If it breaks that support zone I was telling you about, then up to here, like we will do the analysis next week and then we will see what price will be doing. But this is gonna be my thesis. Not being ambitious, I'm going to be expecting price to come to this zone, right? And if price breaks this is what I'm gonna be expecting. Price to break the support zone, it tests it and keeps going down. So that's all about this weekly analysis. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you have any suggestions or any requests for any pairs that you would want me to analyze for you, you can just comment down below.